So it looks like Biden had stepped up on the podium and addresses the failed assassination attempt on Donald Trump. Obviously, we don't really care what he has to say because we already know he's getting replaced. But, because we have to review this, we will review this. Let's tune into the video and see what President Biden has to say about this.
20 seconds.
Let me see if I'll fast forward.
I've been thoroughly briefed by all the agencies in the federal government as to the situation, based on what we know now. I have tried to get a hold of Donald. He's with his doctors. Apparently he's doing well. I plan on talking to them shortly, I hope, when I get back to the telephone. Look, there's no place in America for this kind of violence. It's sick. It's sick. It's one of the reasons why we have to unite this country. We cannot allow for this to be happening. We cannot be like this. We cannot condone this. And I want to thank the Secret Service and all the agencies, including the state agencies, that have engaged in making sure that people and we have more detail to come relative to other people maybe injured in the audience. I don't have all that detail. We'll make that available to you. I may be able to come back a little later tonight, but we'll put out a statement if I'm not able to if it's not convenient for you all. But the bottom line is that the Trump rally was a rally that he should have been able to be conducted peacefully without any problem. But the idea that there's political violence or violence in America like this is just unheard of. It's just not appropriate. And everybody must condemn it. Everybody.
Okay. I can't stand him sometimes because sometimes he just stutters too much and he just falls asleep and just mumbles his words. But at this point, man, I really am tired of hearing this guy. I'm a little bit tired of hearing him. Even though he's addressing the situation, to say that political violence is unheard of and like this stuff has never happened before is just cap. It's just cap. It might have not happened to you, but it's happened to a lot of politicians before. A lot of the greatest politicians of all time, it's happened to. A lot of people try to take out people in power. And it's just the truth, especially if they disagree with their political stance, which is unfortunate because, it takes away from people actually voting for what they want. It takes away. It makes you seem like a hater. It makes you seem like you can't beat him, so you have to kill him, type of thing. This guy Trump he's not a dictator. He's not a dictator. Nobody is a dictator, neither Trump nor Biden. So it should never have gotten to this point to where people are trying to assassinate Trump. It should have never got to this point. That's the honest truth. And for Biden to come up here, obviously he has to address the situation, but for him to come up here and say, this stuff should not be happening, this stuff doesn't happen, it's never been heard of, it's not the truth. It's not the truth. A lot of presidents have been assassinated before. A lot of presidents have been shot at before. JFK is a huge one. And they made sure this stuff is not going to happen again. They try their best. This was a failed attempt. Honestly, I don't know what would have happened if they actually had gotten Trump. I think it would have been chaotic. It would have been a mess outside. Honestly, it would have probably been a war inside the United States. That's just the honest truth. But let's continue.
I'll keep you informed, and if I'm able to speak to Donald, I'll let you know that as well. So far, it appears he's doing well, number one. Number two, that they're thoroughly investigating what happened to Anyone else in the audience? We have some reports, but not final reports. And every agency in the federal government, and I'm going back to my phone to speak with the federal agencies that are being put together again to give me an updated briefing. Has anything happened? They learned any more in the last couple hours. So thank you very much, and I hope I get to speak to them tonight, and I'll get back to you if I do. Okay?
Mr. President, do you think there was an assassination?
See, that's the thing. I don't think Trump wants to even speak to Biden. Like, what's the point? What's the point? What is Biden gonna say? What is Biden gonna say on that phone call? Hey, brother, I'm sorry you got shot at. But you know, I'm glad to see you're still doing okay. Good luck. Good luck. Like, is that it? Is that it? Because at the end of the day, y'all are still debating against each other. Y'all are still fighting against each other for this spot. So, what exactly is he going to say to your political enemy at this point, who just almost got assassinated? You probably would have been cheering. You probably would have been happy AF, because you know, if Trump went down, then your chances are higher. But because he still survived, you don't have a chance. You don't stand a chance. I mean, you would have to be a fool to vote for Biden at this point. You gotta be a fool. I don't care what nobody says, man. You gotta be old, mumbly, stumbly, and sleepy to vote for Biden. That's just the honest to God truth. I don't care what nobody says. I don't care what y'all feel. I understand he has looked out for a couple of people. He has looked out for some more than others. And with all respect, y'all deserve to vote for him. But for the majority of us that didn't get nothing from him, nothing out of this presidency but headaches and more bills, war, people invading the country, the LGBTQ community taking over the schools, taking over the bathrooms, taking over sports. This is the president that we have in there now. I mean, sometimes we get put in this position of where, you know, you think that we're doing bad until somebody else steps in and you realize, dang, this wasn't so bad after all. This is bad. This right here is actually bad. Let's continue, man.
Assassination attempt?
I don't know enough to. I have an opinion, but I don't have any facts. So I want to make sure we have all the facts before I make any more comments. Thank you.
Come on, man. You see what I mean? It was an assassination attempt. What are we talking about? What are we sugarcoating it for? You don't know? You can't tell what's going on? You've been here 82 years, Joe. You've seen a lot. You telling me you don't know what an assassination attempt looks like? That's what I mean. This is what I mean. And let me know your thoughts about this down in the comments below, man.
Are you worried for his own safety? With the security failing with the president?
Walk off. That's what he does all the time. He always does that. Does not want to address questions. Never wants to give his opinion because, you know, he's going to mumble his words. He doesn't really know what he's talking about. And they're like, you know what? Get on there, say a little statement, get out. And that's exactly what he did. They asked him one question. Do you think this was do you think this was an assassination attempt? His response should have been yes. And that's the easiest way to put it. Yes. But instead he said, I don't know. I don't know the facts. I can't tell right now. Come on, bro. It's a sniper on a roof. He aimed at Trump. He shot a few times. He hit somebody else in the crowd. One deceased. He hit Trump in the head, in the ear. I mean, what else is there to talk about? Let me know y'all thoughts about this down in the comments below, man. It's your boy Dgotsauce, man. Make sure you leave a like, hit that subscribe button if you're new. Until next time, peace.